have a message coming through for somebody, and it feels pretty urgent because it is 12:04 a.m. and I am supposed to be taking a break right now from collective readings because of some family stuff that has happened, but Spirit really needs me to get this message out, it feels. But what's really interesting is they had me go into this blindly, and so I feel like that's a message for whoever this is for. Maybe there's some situation here where you feel as if you are being guided into the unknown, or you feel as if you're at this point where you're facing the unknown, and there's a lot of different because the vision that they were showing me was like a person facing this dark energy, which just represented going into the unknown. But then all of these stars started to kind of like form in this vast void. And while that sounds beautiful, it also felt in the visualization that like they were showing me, it also felt confusing. Like this was something that was making you feel very confused, or this was something that was making you feel very torn or conflicted around moving forward. Now they're showing me in this visualization a single star, like in the middle of all of these stars, kind of like the light is expanding. And I feel like that's them kind of saying that what they're wanting you to know right now with this energy is, yes, there are multiple different timelines and potentials, right? Unlimited possibilities here. But it's very, very important for you right now to focus in on the outcome that you're wanting. Yeah, discernment. One second. I feel like this also has something to do with the Mars retrograde right now. I'm hearing protect your peace. Some of you guys are connected to a lot of different people and you're taking on their energy. I'm hearing the name Sam or Samantha. Hold on. This isn't entirely clear. One second. Make sure that you're protecting your energy right now, whoever that was for. I feel like the Sam or Samantha energy that came through, I got stuck on that because it felt like there was a significant message that wanted to come through. And it won't be for all, but it was almost as if they blocked it. Like I was, maybe that's where what you're feeling, somebody here. I feel like whoever that message was for, you're looking for some kind of certainty around something. Certainty comes when you claim the certainty. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I also feel for a lot of you guys, this star, right? That focus on what you're wanting, not focusing on all of these other possibilities, but instead focusing on what it is that you want to experience. What I'm hearing, what it is that you're wanting to overcome. So maybe for a lot of you, this is around a challenge. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like Spirit is saying as well, the reason why you're not going after this is because things maybe didn't work out the way that you wanted them to in the past, okay? And there's something about this Mars retrograde right now that is kind of helping you see what you've learned and see how those difficult experiences taught you and how those don't have to repeat themselves again. But it's a matter of learning from those experiences, okay? And a part of learning from those experiences is really taking the time to ask yourself, how am I showing up now? Right? Am I showing up in a way that I would have in the past because of old fears? And if that's the case, well, then you are focusing on one of those stars, one of those opportunities, right? That is from a past version of you that was not wise in the way that you're wise now. Thank you, Spirit. And so it's really important for you to come at this from a place of wisdom, from a place of truth. Yes, you went through difficulty, but that difficulty taught you. There was a reason that that difficulty was there, because it was necessary. Even it's kind of like a necessary evil, right? It wasn't easy to go through. And I'm not saying that you should, sit here and just like have a smile on your face over the most traumatic events, right? That's definitely not what I am saying. But I do think Spirit's saying that whoever this is for, you are wise enough to know, I'm hearing if you give yourself a second to really look at where you're at now compared to where you were in the past, you are wise enough now to know that belief or that pattern does not have to come with you in the future. And I'm hearing, don't hold yourself back just because of some negative moments in the past. Because it was teaching you, I'm hearing, for some of you, this was teaching you about consistency. For others of you, this was teaching you how to accept your shadow and connect to things that were unseen. Yeah, self-love, purity. Sometimes, and I've been through this situation a lot, and so I can say this from experience, and I feel like there's somebody that needs to hear this right now too. Sometimes there are things in life that happen, and we don't really understand why, because it feels like God is literally like smiting us, right? It feels like we're the least favorite and we've been put in the corner with a dunce cap on and God just hates our guts, right? It's like everything is stripped away from us. People, friendships, stability, all of these things. I've been in situations like that many times in my life where there's just like all of these things stripped away from us. And it's like, it causes us to lose a sense of self-worth. Like it can really shatter who we are. But it's like through those experiences, in order for us to rebuild, we have to learn how to love who we are at our core. Without the stability, without the relationships, without the platforms, without the friendships, without the clothes or the beauty or, the car or the things, right? We have to learn how to love ourselves as we are innately. And it's not an easy process to go through, but I feel somebody here went through an experience like that in the past, and now you are holding yourself back from claiming the reward that is rightfully yours for humbly learning this lesson. But not just humbly learning this lesson because you had to, but humbly learning this lesson because it was a part of your soul path. It's like you innately knew that you needed to love yourself more. And I feel like you really it's like you didn't just fall in love with yourself because you had to. There's that self-love again. It's like you fell in love with yourself because you wanted to. Like you got to a point in your journey where you were like, you know what? I'm done hating myself for whatever reason. But now it's like your breakthrough is here. A new day is here. And you're walking in your truth. But there's something about you shying away from this opportunity that's coming in because you don't want to, I'm hearing, lose yourself again. I don't think that you will. Yeah, transformation, because you've transformed, but the thing is that you have to tap into that transformation. Yeah, death and transformation. You see what I'm saying? It's like, in order for you to experience that transformation, not just on an energetic level, but in the physical world as well, you have to let the old ways of thinking, of being, of deciding, of choosing, of acting die. I'm getting something about a relationship. Yeah, reunion of souls. Hold on. Do you want me to read on that, Spirit? Yes. So So there's a clear storyline, Ace of Swords, yeah. There's a clear storyline coming in right now for someone, some of you. It could be very, very specific because it seems pretty niche. There's some kind of a relationship that you're in. I'm hearing it's time to go. Intuitively, you know this and you're connected to this truth. You're feeling like there's somebody out there better for you. Hold on. And staying with the person that you're with, there's just, it's like, I feel like it's kind of bittersweet because it's not that you're exactly, it just feels like it's kind of like stuck at some surface level. So it's not exactly like the worst relationship, but I feel like there's also a lack of fulfillment or emotional satisfaction that's missing here. And you're also feeling, I keep seeing red, and I actually heard somebody talk about the red string of fate the other day, and I feel like this is related. Like there's some person that you have been connected to that you're meant to be with, and that connection is being activated for you right now. But in order for you to claim that, some of you know who this is. It's just a little like, the only thing that you really can, yeah, that red string of thread, right? The thread of fate. It's like there's just this intuitive knowing that you have, I feel. I don't know who this is for. There's like this intuitive knowing that you feel when you look at somebody, and this actually could be very recent. Like you could have just seen somebody in some regard, I don't know, and you're like, I think that's my person. Trust that. For others of you, maybe you haven't quite seen this yet. You haven't quite noticed this yet. But it is right around the corner. It's like you're sensing it. Hold on. Sorry. This is, yeah, and there's that Reunion of Souls card again. I feel like whoever this is, or whatever this is, okay, it's up to you, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is going to be like the easiest thing to go through ever, but I can tell you, I feel like it's going to be worth it, okay? Because I just feel like whoever this is a much better fit. They also may not be what you were expecting. Yeah, it's reminding me of the, you know how sometimes they say like, oh, you end up marrying the person that you like you go for like a certain type or whatever, and you think that you're going to marry a person like that, but then it's like the person that you actually marry and spend the rest of your life with is nothing like the person that you used to go for, but it's exactly what you need and what you want, and it just fits. Like that's kind of how I'm seeing this here. Yeah, and then the Magic Destiny card came out. So I feel like, again, there's something magical or there's something happening here that you just need to trust your gut on, and it may be a little bit difficult to do or to navigate, but it's going to be worth it. Okay? I feel like there's something else with that I need to, like, I feel like we're just skirting the surface here. I don't know. It's also Mercury retrograde, you guys, so just going with it. I'm doing my best, okay? Anything else? Yeah, I feel like they just keep saying trust your gut right now. You're connected, you know. Again, that red string of like fate or thread or whatever. It's like, I keep feeling it's like, it's tugging on you for some reason. It's like pulling you somewhere and you're not really sure why. Even if you have no idea where it's taking you, it could just be pulling you into a direction of like cutting it off with somebody. I don't like to say quitting a job. Again, remember, if this is not like, if this is not something that has already happened, it's not for you. I don't want anybody to go quit their job because they think a general reading on YouTube told them to, right? Make sure that you're listening to your own discernment. You're trusting your own discernment, right? But if there has been just like this pull of like, I need to cut this off or I need to go in a different direction and I don't really know why, right? It's like, I feel like you're connected. So Spirit just wants you, to trust that. For others of you, yeah, I keep getting this feeling like you know who this person is. So just trust it. Okay, I feel like the message is veiled now. Is there anything else that you want to say? There is a grieving period, I feel, that is going to happen, which could be one of the reasons why you're not taking action here for whoever this is. But I feel like that grieving period is actually something that your soul is really craving right now. Like there's just something about the emotional transformation that is going to really help guide you and like put you in your power in a way that you've never been empowered before, if that makes sense. Yeah, look, I am the narrator of my life. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. There's just something about the emotional healing process of that grief that is really going to help you. I don't know. Okay. You guys, I don't know. I just work here. I say it every video. I really do. I just work here, okay? I know I'm not like my lively self right now because my grandmother just died, which is something that I think most of us know. And so that's been pretty hard. But look, okay, this message needed to come through for somebody. Yeah, and there's that self-love purity again. There could also be something around... not compromising, like knowing what you want. And even if somebody else wants the same thing, if there's just like an energetic feeling like something's not right, something's missing, Spirit really wants you to remember that trusting that and acting on that, even if it's scary, it is an act of self-love. Because it's giving you the opportunity to move in the direction towards what is right for you. But I'm also being reminded to remind you, right, that you have free will, okay? And so you can choose to listen to that guidance. You can choose to listen to that intuition. And if you choose to do that, that's awesome. But if you choose not to do that, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but just know that that act within itself can also be choosing to pass up an opportunity for emotional fulfillment, okay? It's also important to be mindful that whoever, again, we're going back to this specific message about relationships, whoever this person is, and wherever you are trying to go, as well as where they are trying to go, it's like the path splits off. And it's not that you guys are it's not like an ego thing, right? It's not like, oh my God, like they're going in this direction and you can't come because you're not good enough and vice versa. It's just, it's two different paths. It's like, I feel like these are two people that have learned from each other what they need to learn, but now it's like the karmic lesson is broken in some way. It's, or not broken, it's completed. And so if you were to try and take this person with you and vice versa, that's going to create a lot of conflict, because where they're going and where you're going, right? It's like you both don't belong in that vision. Again, it's not like an ego thing, but I think it's actually more protection than anything, because it's like, again, two different visions. If you were to go in that direction trying to create what it is that you're wanting to create in your life and reach certain goals with that person, there's just something energetically where it's like, I feel those goals will end up being blocked off because it's just not within that person's soul path and soul, like, karmic contracts, and yours vice versa. And so it could really block a lot of things. And so spirit just wants you to be mindful of that. Again, it's up to you. It doesn't mean that you're going to create a bad life if you choose this person. It doesn't mean that yeah. I mean, it's your choice, but I think it's a matter of like, do I want to choose what's comfortable, or do I want my wish fulfillment? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. I don't know who this was for. I hope it helps. My name's Connie. I hope that you like this reading, and I don't know if you guys noticed, I rearranged in here. I don't know. But yeah, if you like this reading, let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know how this resonates, because this felt pretty specific and also a little like, what the hell? But you don't have to, no worries. But if you do leave a comment and like and follow and share, thank you, because that helps grow my channel, and I do this full time. I am a psychic medium. I am a Reiki 1 and 2 practitioner, and I am just a girl at the end of the day, a girl that has spirit guides that tell her weird shit. And I just go with it. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell below if you like my content, because I just might post a reading or healing video that you need at the perfect time. And if you would like to purchase a personal reading, all of the information for that is linked below. I have a lot of updates for those of you that are not new to this channel. I know that there's been a lot going on, and I kind of have left people on a bit of a cliffhanger this past month, because there's been just a lot going on. But I promise I will be making more content soon with explanations of that. So thank you everyone for your patience. And also, if you're waiting on a personal reading from me that you have paid for, those are going to be starting up this week as well. So just keep an eye out for that. Delivery times for my readings have definitely been pretty tumultuous and up and down because of my grandmother's illness this year. And she finally passed peacefully on Black Friday. So that has been pretty hard. It's definitely freed up a lot of time in the household, because when she was on hospice, there was just like a lot going on with that. But yeah, hopefully reading times will, or I should say delivery times will speed up soon. So if you are waiting on a reading from me, check your inbox. I should be getting those out this week and into the rest of December. Hopefully it's not going to take me that long. There's not that many of you. I think I have maybe 5 or 6. So it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, if you want to purchase a reading from me, all of the information is below. I'd love to get you on my queue. But with that being said, love ya. And okay, bye.